There we go. Good morning. Had a challenge finding my microphone there. Welcome to Scottsdale Center for Spiritual Living. I'm Reverend Jill Clements, and I'm delighted to see everyone in the room this morning for our pre-service meditation time. Today we'll do a brief reading, and then we'll go into silence and stillness for a bit. And our reading today is the 40-day Mind Fast Soul Feast from Reverend Dr. Michael Beckwith. And today's reading is entitled, Have Faith in Faith. When you have faith the size of a mustard seed and abandon yourself and all the details of your life to it, your greater yet to be bursts forth. You will meet it everywhere. It will press itself against you and multiply around you. You will hear the Spirit whispering inwardly to you about why you are here and what you have come to do, revealing the agreements in your divine contract. You don't have to wait for external circumstances to shift before such a transforming experience overtakes your life. In fact, it is your inner transformation that causes circumstances to shift. So on the ground where you now stand, breathe in the sublime, rarefied atmosphere of the Spirit of life. Feel its vibration, embracing the totality of your being. Know that you live in a supportive universe. There will be a tearing down of the strongholds of any negativity you are holding in consciousness. The glory of the living God will move through you in ways you can't even now imagine. Be vigilant in your faith. It is your shield and your fortress. Those who practice faith walk freely everywhere they go in this world. The mental barbs of negativity do not penetrate the interior armor of conviction that God is the source and substance of their supply, their sustainer, provider, and comforter. Today, for the remainder of your waking hours, participate in this spiritual experiment. Every hour, on the hour, stop. Take a deep breath and give thanks for your precious human incarnation. Then move back into your daily rounds of activity with an awesomeness and awareness of the eternal beating in your heart. As you do this, you will notice that this form of spiritual practice causes you to remember who and what you really are. With repeated practice, your faith in your true identity creates space for you to move from living in the past or future to being present to this now moment. You will be available, awake, aware, and alive in the eternal now. So I invite you to take those words into our contemplation this morning. As we just relax, close our eyes, and begin to focus on the breath, feeling its gentle rhythm as it moves in and out through our body. And as we go within, we just remember faith. God is all. It is the one. It is the presence. It is the power. And we each are expressions of it. It is now time to begin to bring your awareness back to your body. Feel the chair that you sit on, the ground beneath your feet, and just take a nice deep breath. And this now concludes our meditation time. Thank you for being with us. We'll be back in about 15 for service. Thank you.
together, heart and soul as we love together. Young and old, we will sing together, together in one song. Come together, from different worlds we are drawn together. In our own way we can pray together. Together we are strong. I see God in you. You see God in me. One path, one vision, one family. Come together, dreams and hands we will join together to build a place we can grow together. Together we are whole. Please be seated. Good morning, good morning. How are you? Lovely, excellent. Well, we're gonna play with the 4th of July twice because this is the weekend before, and next weekend's the weekend after, and this is the week coming up. So, happy 4th of July! I hope you're doing something fun. Yes, you've got the dress code going. I like it. Looks great. Hope you're having fun. You have fun, cool plans for Thursday. And anyone joining us for the very first time today, we welcome you wherever you may be on your path. Know that you are welcome in this community. We're all on the path, just a matter of where we are on it, but it just never ends. So glad you could join us. And welcome to everyone that's watching online this morning. We are streaming live to Facebook and to YouTube, and those services will then be posted on our website along with a lot of others in our library that you can refer back to. If you missed something today's guaranteed to be kind of a fun one, so you may not want to miss anything on this one. But those are then rebroadcast on Wednesday evening at 7 o'clock. So if you miss on Sunday or you just want to see it one more time, you can tune in Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m. And it's a great way. I was thinking about it on the way in this morning. What a fun way to have a small group in your home where you could replay the talk and have your own discussion group around it. And the nice thing about if you go to our website, you can control it. So you can pause it. If we say something, you go, hey, wait a minute, what are they talking about? You can pause it and have your own discussion group. So that popped in my head this morning. Wanted to share that with you. If you were thinking about a group in your home or something, maybe that might be a fun thing to do. We are on Facebook, Instagram, all the social media stuff, so check us out there. Thank you to everybody that came to our bingo party last week. How fun was that? Thank you, Stephen, for being our caller, our leprechaun caller. Biggest guy in the room was a leprechaun, but it was a lot of fun. Congratulations, winners. I suspect we'll do it again. It seemed like to be a really good, fun thing to do. So stay tuned. Yeah, stay tuned for that. And this Wednesday is our third quarter visioning. I will be hosting that at 6 p.m. on Zoom. If you would like to join us for that, please email me. Be by Tuesday at 5 so I can get you the login credentials for Zoom. And no experience necessary for the spiritual practice. It's basically a guided meditation where there's a series of questions where we are tapping into the infinite wisdom always available to us to understand or to at least hear, see, feel Spirit's vision for our lives. So I invite you to join me for that this coming Wednesday at 6 p.m. Sign up closes Tuesday at 5 p.m. All right, and we have a wonderful community here. We are growing and expanding in consciousness. We have a great vision, mission, and purpose statement. I invite you to join me as we speak that into our service this morning.
Our mission is to provide spiritual tools for personal and community transformation. Our vision is a world that works for everyone. Our purpose is to awaken to our spiritual magnificence. And so it is. And in our good news department today, doggone, doggone. What started out as a nice weekend fishing trip turned into a massive rescue operation for a pack of hunting dogs that almost drowned in a Mississippi lake. Bob Gist and some friends hired a local bass fishing guide named Jordan to take them out fishing on this lake. And they didn't have much action in the morning, so they said, let's move. And as they were moving to a new place, they heard a bunch of barking. And the guys that were the fishermen, just, they're like, the dogs chased a deer into the lake and the deer's out swimming them. Dogs are barking, whatever. So they were getting ready to go fishing again. And all of a sudden, Jordan said, something's not right. Would you mind if we go over and check on those dogs? And the guy said, sure, that's fine. So they went over and checked, and the dogs had lost their way. 38 dogs swimming in this lake, couldn't see the shore, panicked. So these fishermen began to haul them into their boat. And they couldn't fit all of them, so they got the first dozen, took them to the shore where the hunters were waiting for them. And they had GPS collars, so the dog owner got on the boat with them and went and found the rest of the dogs, and they were able to rescue everyone. Not one drowned. Jordan is the hero. If it wasn't for Jordan, there would have been 38 dogs gone, because dogs gone. I'm getting ready to go to Virginia. Doggone. So anyway, that was a good story. They rescued all the dogs, which was a good thing. Mississippi. A lake in Mississippi. What lake? Yeah, lake. I don't know the name of it. A lake in Mississippi. So with that, I'm going to invite Reverend Lee to come forward and light our candle and also do our invocation this morning.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Let's take a moment, just take a deep breath and settle in with me. And we'll simply begin by recognizing that there is only one power and presence, one infinite love and light, peace and power, beauty and joy. All this and so much more. This one power and presence we call God goes by many, 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 many names. Infinite Spirit. And we know that it is in this that we live and move and have our being, and it in us, as us, through us, around us, each and every one. And I know along with you, each and every one of you here in the space and those online, that everywhere we look, we see the face of God, that at every turn we know that this infinite Spirit greets us with its gifts. And that we walk guided, guarded, directed, and protected, lifted up to see the truth in each and every moment. And that we join together knowing that there's an infinite blessing pouring out upon each and every one here. And all those practicing whatever faith they choose, wherever they are in the world, we know a blessing upon each and every one of them. For in truth, there is only one of us, individualized and expressed at each and every point throughout this world, throughout this universe. And so as we move through into the rest of this service here this morning, this celebration of life, a celebration of love, of peace, of beauty, of health and wholeness, all this. As we move through this time, we know all is well, and that each and every one is inspired. And as we engage in our activity this morning, our service, our practice of being open to spontaneity, open to inspiration, we know that each and every one finds a message, a gift in each and every moment. And so with gratitude, we go forward, knowing that all is well, that life is good. And so it is.
You are blessed. You are a blessing. 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 You are a blessing. You are a blessing. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. Give thanks for unknown blessings that are already on the way, and that's from the Yogi Tea Bag. Would anyone like to share a brief gratitude today? Oh, please.
May I?
Yes, please, please.
I just want to say this year we've been talking about spiritual practices, right? As we build our spiritual foundation. And this week it's really come home to me how grateful I am for my spiritual practices. It's been a bit of a stressful week with a lot of things going on, and I've been able to stay centered by grounding myself and anchoring myself in more spiritual practice. They say that when you're feeling overwhelmed in life, that we deepen our practice, but many times we shorten our practice because we're so busy. We've got so much else going on that we are not engaging in our practice. And I have doubled mine. And the doubling down works. So I feel like I've been very much more centered and focused and calm with that. So just wanted to share that gratitude for knowing what to do and being able to share that with you all.
Thank you so much. Yes.
I don't get up here and speak very much, but I just want to say that I am so amazed how the church has been run and the people and the staff that does this. It's amazing every week. Joe, I want to appreciate you for all the videos. We couldn't do it without you. We couldn't do it without Lee Hyde. We couldn't do it with my wife, Reverend Jill. They put it together every week. And I want to thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Morning,
I am grateful for my personal freedom and our country's freedom. So, God bless America.
Alrighty. And today is Brunch Bunch after service. And we'll all meet over at Payway Diner, which is at 8700 East Raintree after service to share food, fun, and fellowship. And it's kind of, yeah, right. Yeah, just right by the freeway. So we hope all of you will be able to come. That would be great. And it's back to school time. And we, once again, will support the Vista del Camino Community Center with their back to school supply drive. Valerie, our dear Valerie, is our champion on this community outreach project, and we'll be collecting contributions through July 21. July 21. And there is a full list of items needed at the front desk and on our website. If you prefer to shop and bring in your contributions, the primary needs are backpacks and binders. And if you'd prefer to make a cash donation, we will be placing an order through Amazon on July 17th. Make your donation online on our website or see the front desk. And thank you for supporting the community outreach event. And we don't think about that, how many children I know. When I went to school, the school provided everything. We didn't have to have anything. And today, a lot of the kids don't have anything. And it would really be nice if they had, a fancy new backpack and a binder or something like that, that would just be so special. So thank you in advance for doing that. And then after our talk this morning, the Reverends will open the mic for your questions or comments about today's topics. We have a basket of pens and paper that you can write down whatever little questions you might have so that you don't forget them. And we love music here at CSL, and today we welcome Eddie Watkins Jr. with I Am the Place Where God Shows Up. Thank you so much.
Am I strong enough to bear the burdens that sometimes come living?
All right, all right, all right.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Today's a special Sunday. It's a fifth Sunday. We do fun things on fifth Sundays, right? Today we're back to Fortune Cookie Sunday. Whoop whoop. Yeah. So, you ready?
Yeah, I'm
You ready to dance?
Ready? Go ahead.
Ready to do improv? You can grade us.
Impromptu.
Impromptu. Don't go first. Let me go first.
Improv is acting stuff. Impromptu is speaking stuff.
All right. You want to go first? Let me go first.
You go ahead.
I think I went first last time. You want to move that over a little bit? Oh, let's get this out of the way too. Let's move that back. That way we can be right here front and center. All right.
Oh, well, can't see without these. Hold on. How about another? Oh, no, that's not it. Okay. Can we get do-overs? Oh, man, I need to think about this one for a second. Simplicity. Oh, I got it. I got it. I love how this happens. Okay. A well fed romance nourishes the simplicity of a child. Ooh. So basically, I'm interpreting this that where love is in the relationship, a well fed romance, where love is in the relationship, it's in the family. And the child can be the child. The child can be childlike mind and is not going to get all that stuff, right? That we end up in therapy with later. But yeah, well fed is the love in the relationship just flows into and through the child because of the oneness of the unit. Okay.
Well done. Well done. All right. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm rooting for the blank. Was thinking about that this morning. Yeah. Inside, for those who don't know, last time we did this, I drew a blank. It was empty.
A message all in and of itself.
Indeed, and that is exactly where I went with it. Yes. Oh, okay, interesting. You will be called in to fulfill a position of high honor and responsibility. Indeed, we are, each and every one. Each and every one of us has our own role to play. I believe each and every one of us is here on purpose for our own divine and unique and individual way of being. We all have a role to play. We have our own space to fill. And we each have our own gifts to give. Whether that role be high profile, low profile, it's all important because it's about relationship. It's about who we are and how we express and how we connect with each other. And so we will always be honored to whatever degree we choose to honor ourselves and honor others. So.
Nice. Uh-oh. Okay.
The message is broken.
No. All right, let's see what it says here. Oh, that's perfect. I don't think I need to say anything. Depend on the predictability and steadfastness of life to support you. And so it is. We know that we are supported. We live in an infinite universe that supports us always. It's only us that gets in the way of that support. So when we open to receive that support and that steadfastness, it will be there for us. I'm always reminded of the Indiana Jones movie where he was after the Holy Grail and he stepped off of that cliff onto nothingness and the bridge appeared. It's there for us, always. Predictable, steadfast, when we open to receive it.
Yay. The fellow who doesn't need a boss is often the one selected to be one.
Mm.
Hmm. What comes to mind is the fact that we are the most powerful tool we have in our own toolbox is the tool of choice and how we choose to show up, how we choose to present ourselves. If I don't need a boss, that means I am making choices and owning my own sovereignty, owning my own ability to create the kind of life and experience that, for me, celebrates the highest ideals of what's possible. How much of my own potential can I unleash and show up with? It's like to be a boss, a lot of ways to frame that word. For me, to be a boss, it means that I own my space. And I am willing, it's like, when I was a manager most recently, one of the ideals that I held on to is that I never asked anybody that I was quote unquote supervising or leading to do anything that I had not done or was not willing to do. Because I embraced all of it. It's that full experience of life and leading from that experience that really makes the difference. To show up in love, to show up in joy, to show up in peace, and to be not only empowered, but empowering. So, there.
Okay.
Nope.
That's all right. We'll get it. You are born with the sixth sense and superb insight. That's just too easy. Intuition, folks, right? We all have it and we can all develop it. And it is one of the many ways that spirit communicates with us is through our intuition. And one of the practices is to begin to build and trust your intuition, to take action on it. And one of the ways that we do that is through our meditation practice, because we can begin to recognize then the voice of spirit versus the voice of the chatter or the committee in our minds. And that's an important distinction because most of us are very used to listening to the committee and the chatter and all the other voices. But to hear and feel and sense that voice of spirit deep within us and to know that that is our true self, our true intuition, and then to take action on that. That is the beauty of the spiritual practice that we do.
Yay. Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. Okay. I'm stuck.
Crack the cookie.
Right. Anybody's hungry, there's cookies.
We've been handled, but they're
You're
here.
welcome. Our brightest blazes of gladness are commonly kindled by unexpected sparks. Ooh. Right? Yeah. The unexpected sparks, unexpected joy. We were talking, I don't know, yes, I was talking to somebody about this, like looking for glimmers, right? Am I looking for glimmers? Am I open to the unexpected? Am I looking for joy? And when I think of the unexpected, yeah, So often I know in my life, I want to own this one. I have been in spaces and places and found myself in patterns where I so feared the unexpected that the dominant portion of unexpected occurrences were painful, were filled with sadness. But when I have chosen to reorient myself and take the time to do my spiritual practices, to be focused and refocus on intentionally about looking for and expecting good, looking for and expecting love, looking for and expecting magical occurrences or glimmers of happy, then they begin occurring. And when they occur, expressing my gratitude for them. When they occur, of reaffirming them and saying thank you. And oh boy, and sharing them with friends, and sharing the joy, sharing the happiness, sharing the fact that, wow, you know what? When unexpected things happen in my life, that's good. There's good stuff. I expect good stuff. I expect to be greeted by love, by joy, by prosperity, by health at every turn. So those are the things that I expect. And expecting that joy, being open to that, makes all the difference.
Okay. So the toughest part is opening the cookies.
I know, right?
I keep getting, how about another fortune? No, I got to get this one first. To achieve a great goal, one must begin with a small achievement. Start where you are. How many have heard that in the Science of Mind teaching? We start where we are. We can't start anyplace else, right? We have to start where we are. A lot of times we'll start on the prosperity journey with $1 in a million in the bank, where we've got $5 today. It's too big of a leap. We must start where we are. And the same is true in anything. If we are choosing to improve our health and it's in pretty poor shape right now, it's taken us a long time to get our health in that condition, and we need to take small steps forward to achieve that goal. So that's the principle that works throughout all of our areas of our life. We start where we are, and we grow from there. We grow from there. Hmm? Oh, bless you.
All right. Okay. The will to do and the soul to dare is yours for the taking if you prepare.
Oh, that's a good one.
Wow. Do we have an hour?
No.
The will to do, I like this one rhymes. It's good. The will to do and the soul to dare is yours for the taking if you prepare. What comes to me is taking the time to be still before we begin. To prepare the soil of our being, to prepare for whatever is to come. It's like what Reverend Jill, you were talking about, the practices, reaffirming our own spiritual practices, taking the time to do the meditation, taking the time to do the journaling, the reading, taking the time to be still and present and do the self-examination. And then to begin taking the tools one at a time into the world. And it's very easy to practice in a controlled and managed environment. It's very easy to practice if I never try to take my practices and my tools out into the world, into that unexpected space, to go beyond that place in my own map of my life, to go beyond that place where it says, hey, beyond here, there be dragons. So to take the time to build up the courage, to look into my own heart and do the preparation to be ready for the journey, at least as much as I can, and to know that even on the journey, I get to build up new tools and new practices along the way, because even the journey will change me and make me bigger, make me better.
Okay. All right. I'm running out of cookies.
No.
Uh-oh.
Big.
Okay, let's see if I can figure it out.
Oh.
Oh, I think it's B.
Oh, okay.
I think I got this one last time. Be most affectionate today.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure I got this one
I
last
think
time.
you did too. We can get checked. You roll back the tape. No.
Yeah. Be most affectionate today. We should be affectionate every day in our lives with everyone that we meet, because we live in oneness. Everyone we meet is one, right? We're in that circle of love. And so when we can remember to be most affectionate, most kind, most generous in all of our interactions with everyone, then we are living our spiritual truth. And it's the namaste. The God in me sees the God in you. And that's my interpretation of being most affectionate today.
Okay. Bravo. Right. This one was calling at me.
It called your name?
Yep. All right, we're running out of, yeah. Y'all behave up there. There we go. All right. All right. Keep your plans secret for now.
Ooh.
Keep your plans secret for now. Of course, I mean, my brain instantly went to the whole thing of not casting my pearls before swine. That whole passage in the New Testament or in the Gospels. Holding our gifts and our dreams, holding my gifts and our gifts and our dreams, my gifts, my dreams close until they're ready, until it's time. If we're all one and everything is known, it's what's known. If what's known at one point is known at every point, then I will always draw to me the resources necessary to bring my dreams, my plans into fruition. I don't need to go about the process of broadcasting to every corner of the world what my plans are. Because as I believe, as we believe, it is done unto us. So as I'm holding my plans in my heart gently, as I'm planting the seeds of something new in the soil of my own consciousness, I will always draw to me the resources necessary to bring that dream, that plan into fruition. And I will be inspired always to do, to be, to express, to experience, and to bring into manifestation that plan.
What came to mind on me on that was the doubt that others can interject on our dreams if we share them too soon.
Share them too soon, that's
Yeah.
right.
But I like the pearls before swine example. That was good. That one, I didn't think of that one. All right. You are filled with a sense of urgency. Be patient or you may end up confused.
Interesting dovetail with the one.
We get so excited when we have an idea, something new we want to create. We get so excited. There's such a sense of urgency. There is the desire that Spirit places in us, which creates that urgency, right? That's part of the path that allows that to bubble up within us to be ours to say yes to. Yet, be patient or you may end up confused. We sometimes get ourselves into a spin, don't we? Because we're so excited. We want it to happen so fast on my timeline, right here, right now, now. And we need to be patient and follow the path and watch for the keys that are available to us as each step on the path illuminates before us, and be patient and know that it's God's time, not our time necessarily. Keep that urgency, keep that desire, keep that yes active in our lives, but also exercise patience in allowing it to come forth, because we don't know everything that's necessary for it to come forth and manifest in our lives. There may be a lot of things that have to happen out there to come into alignment, and it may take more than a minute for that to happen. So it's important that we have our patience while we excitedly, enthusiastically expect and wait for its arrival. Okay?
Okay.
All right. That's right. The faster I go, the behinder I get. My mom used to say that. It's a what? Is it? Pennsylvania Dutch.
Yep. There we go.
You wanted a cookie? Sorry. We'll save the rest of them. Come to lunch. We'll have cookies at lunch.
There appear to be many clouds, but they quickly pass. Interesting. There appear to be many clouds, but they quickly pass. And that assumes, to a certain point, I mean, when you read this, see, this is interesting. So when you hear that phrase, are we assuming the clouds are bad? Are we assuming that they're in the way? You see, because everything's always in motion. And so often we look at things like phrases like that, and we go, I need to overcome this. I need to get past this. I need to fix this, change this. But have we ever noticed that when we sit and look at clouds, they're always in motion? They're always changing. They're always moving. And they're moving much faster than we really realize. And just like those clouds, we are always changing and moving and adjusting and doing it differently. Like I'm doing today differently than I did yesterday. Will show up tomorrow differently than I did today. Just as the world does. It's always in motion, always changing. And how I hold that, how I frame my view of what I am seeing out there and what I am seeing in here, that is what makes all the difference. How am I holding it? Am I framing it through a lens of love, or am I framing it through a lens of doubt and uncertainty? Because I get to choose how I frame all of it. And at the same time, knowing that it is always going to change. It's always in motion. And the way I frame that determines how all that unfolds.
Okay. Your future will be happy and productive.
Thank you.
Guaranteed. Guaranteed. So it is. So it is. It has to be, right? It has to be. Our future is productive and happy. If we choose it to be that way, and we make that choice today for our future, because it's every choice that we make and every day that determines the future. Our past has determined where we are today, but it doesn't mean it has to be where we will be tomorrow. Principles not bound by precedent, one of my favorite earnestisms from the science of mind. And that's very true. So if you desire a future that is happy and productive, make it so today. Make the decisions today that will implement that in your life, that will be the catalyst to that for your life going forward. Principles not bound by precedent.
Bravo.
All right.
All right. Keep your feet on the ground even though your friends flatter you. Yes. Okay. This reminds me that we're not done yet. No matter where we are, no matter where I am on my journey, no matter how much I have learned, no matter how much I have grown, no matter how much I have done, there is always more to do. There's always more growing, always more learning. And if I get wrapped up for better or for worse in the opinions of others, then I am not doing myself any service at all. Because what matters is what's going on in here. How I am feeling about me. Because that is really ultimately the opinion that makes a difference. And cleaning that up, cleaning this up, what's going on in here, that's where the real work happens, not out there. So
Reminds me of the story of the farmer and his son that broke his leg and couldn't get conscripted, and
Yes.
Nothing's ever all good or all bad.
Terry Cole
Whitaker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that was a firecracker. I guess she's still with us. Good work, good life, good love, and goodbye oppression.
Science of Mind 101. Yes?
Mhm.
Good work, good life, good love, and goodbye oppression. When we live this teaching and we practice its principles and we look at life as a glass half full and we're positive and more optimistic and we love and we are generous and we are kind, goodbye oppression, because we're no longer a magnet for it. We no longer call it forth into our lives. We call forth, it's the what we focus on expands. So when we're focusing on good work, good life, good love, it is goodbye oppression, because we're no longer a match for it in our lives. That's the beauty of our teaching. Our cookies are all gone. We have more cookies at lunch. I hope you will all come and join us over at Payway. You'll have your own cookies, then we'll hear your messages. So I can't wait to hear you share at lunchtime today. So thank you for that. Now, Reverend Lee and I will open the mic for a couple of minutes. If you have any comments about what our interpretation was of any of these, or a question or anything that you would like to bring forward, we welcome your input.
Okay. What I wonder is, are we personal and individual to God? I mean, we always say that God is
Individualized
personal
expressions.
to us, but are we personal to God?
We'll both answer this if you want to.
You
I
go.
believe that we are. I believe that Spirit knows each and every one of us individualized expressions of itself, because I believe that Spirit lives through me. So whatever my experience is, this Spirit's experience of me. And he knows that difference between me and you and Bob, that those are different and individualized expressions. So that's my belief about that, is yes. Okay. Any comments?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you for spending time on that, because I got my idea. What I'm reminded of is one of the things that is, and I don't know where it is, but it is quoted that Ernest Holmes, the founder of Centers for Spiritual Living and the author of The Science of Mind, that our teaching would make a Catholic a better Catholic, a Christian a better Christian, a Taoist a better Taoist, and on and on and on and on and on. Because what the teaching is about is saying that life will show up for us in accordance with our belief. And so if what I desire in my heart is a relationship with this thing we call life, this thing we call God or Spirit or whatever name we want to call it, if what I want is a personal experience of a loving presence, then that is what I will have. If what I expect is a vengeful God, a God that is filled with judgment, then that is what I will experience. If what I'm looking for is an experience of this thing we call life, of love, of joy, of a God filled with love and peace and joy that is giving this all the time, that is supporting me in learning and growing, then that is truly what I will experience. And for me, and what I work with is knowing that there's a presence that surrounds me and enfolds me, fills me with love, and is a loving blanket around me when I need it. Kicks me in the ass sometimes when I need it. That inspires me when I need it. I like the image in the Old Testament, going all the way back to Abraham. Early in the Old Testament, we have these pictures painted for us of Abraham literally walking through the hills with God by him, saying, hey, this is what's going on. I'm having trouble with this, or what do you want me to do now? Literally walking with God as he understood it through life. So what a wonderful vision. So I hope that answered your question. Yes.
Anyone else?
A quick thought on that same topic is that what came to my mind is that uh, we have to be unique to God because God gave us free will so that it can experience everything, anything. And it also applies to animals. When you think of how your dogs, your cats that have such great personalities, I'm sure they're unique to God.
Bob, did you have something?
Yes, I wondered. We're talking about that. How does that? How do you explain created in the image of God? We are created in the image. How do we interpret that? Are we manifesting?
I interpret that as we are spirit, but we have form, that God is not look like me, but that we have a form that works for this environment, but we are spirit beings. And in that image, and also in the creation process, because God in the beginning was the Word, created all, we speak our word to create in our life. So that's how I've always looked at in the image and likeness of God, is that God is love, I am love. God is intelligence, I am intelligence. It's sort of the first two steps of treatment. For me, that's how I interpret it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. Nothing to add on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else? All right. Well, thank you all very much. Thank you, Reverend Lee.
Thank
that was
you.
lots of fun. We do have a practicing the principles for you today. One, there will not be a Mindful Monday tomorrow just because there's not a lot. We could give you the fortunes, I guess, but no Mindful Monday tomorrow. But your spiritual practice for this week is find God's truth everywhere. Look for spiritual truth in everything: signs, license plates, fortune cookies, conversations. You witnessed Reverend Lee and I taking something as innocuous as a fortune cookie and translating that into science of mind, universal truth. And we can do that with every aspect of our lives. So I invite you to play with it and practice that this week. See where you find God in the mundane or the innocuous. So, all right, with that, we'll do a prayer and then you can close it out. All right. So would you join me this morning, please? As we go within, we recognize that there is one presence, one power, one life. That life is God, is the infinite source, wisdom, and intelligence of the universe and beyond. It is infinite in nature, so much so that our finite minds struggle to imagine just how infinite is. The love of Spirit is unconditional, unconditioned. It is pressed down and overflowing in, through, and as all of its creation. And as I know that I am a part of that creation, that I am that love, I am that intelligence and wisdom, I live in the harmony of that one life. And I know that that is the truth of each one of us gathered here today. For each one of us is that unique expression of the divine Spirit in, through, and as us, experiencing life through us in unity and harmony with each other and with God. There is only one. And so I speak my word this day for and about each of us, knowing that we are each inspired and uplifted by the God presence in our life, by the relationship that each of us builds on a daily basis with the divine, as we, as Abraham, walk daily with Spirit, conversing with Spirit, allowing Spirit to work in our lives. And we engage that powerful intuition and imagination, and we hear, we listen, we take action. We truly do live in a very blessed world, a very blessed universe. I bless this center and all who attend it. I bless all of those joining us online today and all of those listening to this message later, knowing that there's no separation, that we're all connected in the one. I also know for anyone that has anything on their heart this morning that they lift into this prayer, that we hold that in consciousness, in our love
surrounding it, knowing the truth of it as it is made manifest in, through, and as their lives. And so it is with a grateful heart filled with joy and thanksgiving that I release this prayer into the action and activity of mind, knowing that it is already done, it is already so. And we affirm this truth together by saying, and so it is.
Oh, all right. All right, good deal. Thank you, everybody, for joining us here this morning. And now's the time for our grateful giving. It's time in our service to engage in the spiritual practice of grateful giving, where we affirm and circulate the good that we have received in our lives, and to support the continued sharing of our message of affirmative spirituality with the world. Ernest Holmes writes, "I know that my good is increased and multiplied as it is scattered. I am both an inlet and an outlet for the passage of divine love, life, power, and wholeness wherever I go. Then I shall impart the divine blessing which I have received." So I invite everybody online or in here in the space to join us in the practice this morning. There are lots of ways to give and to share your contribution to the growth and support of the center. There are links on our website, including Zelle, where you can make your gift a one-time gift or one that is recurring. If you do make it a recurring theme and you are here in the space with us, you can pick up a tithe ticket out at the front desk and drop that in the basket as it comes around if you like. We also have Money Finders, which is a wonderful prosperity program where we, like I was talking about earlier, if we are expecting that serendipitous occurrence of prosperity to show up in our lives, we can honor that by taking 10% of that, put it in the envelope, and keep the rest, and so on and so forth. This is a great way to begin expecting good in your life. Of course, we can take credit cards in the lobby. You can use the QR code that pops up here on the screen or on the website. And you can always just mail it in if you like. So, or drop it in the basket as it comes around in this morning. So if you'll join me in our affirmation. I am an open channel through which prosperity flows. I accept the divine flow of goodness, ideas, and substance through me now. I am grateful for my full and prosperous life, and so it is.
To the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful.
Now we're so very grateful to receive the gifts and blessings here this morning, knowing that we are indeed engaging with the flow of prosperity, of health and wholeness and abundance here today. And we receive it knowing it is pressed down, shaken together, and running over in an ever-expanding cycle of abundance and prosperity. We're so very, very grateful. And so it is. All right. All right. In closing today, if you would like prayer, please see Reverend Jill or myself after the service, or leave a written prayer request in the box in the lobby. And there's a link on the website 24/7, 365 you can use right there, and the request will come directly to us, and we will get busy with it right away. Remember to pick up your school supplies list in the lobby for our Scottsdale kids. This Wednesday, July 3rd, is online quarterly visioning with Reverend Jill on Zoom. Sign-up closes Tuesday at 5 p.m. to receive your login credentials. All are welcome to participate. Sign up at Reverend Jill at Scottsdale.org. Okay, stopped. All right, next Sunday we will begin our sizzling summer series, Life at the Movies, where each Sunday we will explore the spiritual truths in some of our favorite movies, followed by a showing of the movie on the big screen right there after service. Popcorn will be provided. So we have quite a list of movies, and they will be on the website in a day or two. Yep. We have next week, Ordinary. Here we go. Next week, Ordinary Angels with Reverend Jill, followed by The Legend of Bagger Vance with me, Inside Out with Reverend Jill, and The Rookie with me. I picked a couple sports ones this year. Yeah. Yeah. They're fun. They're both fun. I love them both. Seen them both many, many, many times. All right. Reverend Jill's talk. Yes, Reverend Jill's talk next week is What is Mine to Do? When is the last time you felt called to take action in the life of someone else? As we begin the summer series of At the Movies, we'll explore what happens when we say yes to what is ours to do as ordinary angels. So, after the service of the movie, and we have a clip, Joe? No clip? No clip. All right. All right. All right. So, how many for payway today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, 9. All right. Yeah, we have a target.
Y'all can start heading over anytime. We'll shut down the stuff here and head over that way. Whoever gets there first holds some tables for us. We order at the counter. They'll bring us some food.
All right. All right. I guess that's it. Yeah, getting there. Getting there. All right. If you'll stand with me for our affirmation for this week. And here we go. I live in peace and share my joy. I am empowered by spiritual truth. Today, I am open to hear Spirit's truth. And so it is.
There was a time in my life, thought I had to do it all for myself. Didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. I didn't know the love of God was at hand. But now I can say, if you are discouraged, still run just to make it through another day. Gotta let it go. Gotta let it all go. Are you listening? You got to let it all go. And this is what you have to say. I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life. me.